So Pamukkale, before you come here, you might research the place and probably notice there's many questions that get asked online. Is it worth the trip? Is it overrated? Is it overhyped? Is it expensive? Is it just worth visiting in general? So good morning, guys, welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back, or should I say welcome to a new country. Okay, I'm actually in Turkey. Yeah, this is breathtaking, this is incredible. So first thing we've got to do is a bit of packing, and then yeah, we'll carry on with the video. Packing first. And just like that, packing is done. I wish it was that easy, but yeah, I've been doing that for about 20 minutes now. So I'm going to try and keep it down slightly. Still in the hotel, and people might still be sleeping, but today's video is going to be slightly different because I'm going to be talking about the place I'm about to leave rather than the place I'm going to, because I have a sneaky feeling today is going to be a bit of a nightmare travel day, purely my own doing. I thought there'd be many buses and trains going from where I am now to where I want to go. Turns out this time of year, November, there's not. So Pamukkale, before you come here, you might research the place and probably notice there's many questions that get asked online. Is it worth the trip? Is it overrated? Is it overhyped? Is it expensive? Is it just worth visiting in general? So I'm going to kind of answer that question today for you guys, because obviously I explored it yesterday. If you've not seen that video, go and check it out. Yeah, it's definitely so much cooler, like on your feet walking out of the water. Feels like my feet are going to fall off. I need to get back in the water, which is something I didn't think I'd be saying, and I've made a friend by the looks of it. If you want a very, very quick, short answer, the answer is yes. Or no, depending on which of those questions you have. Yes, it's definitely worth a visit. No, it's not overhyped. No, it's not overrated. So I'll kind of talk through all that today in the video, potentially whilst moving on, but need to see what the bus and train situation is. But first thing, coffee as always. If you watch the vlog, you know that, and that is one of the many reasons why I do believe everyone should come and visit Pamukkale, because of the place I'm about to show you. So I'm not going to claim that place back there is the best place to eat or get food or drink in Pamukkale, because I can't compare it to anything. It's the only place I've had food and drink here, because the family are that nice, the people who run it, you just can't help but keep going back. Anyway, heading to the bus now. Carry on with this video as the travel day goes on, because I feel like it's going to be a long one. There's a train in like an hour, that's like the best case scenario, but I just don't think I'm going to make it. And then there's not a bus for like 4 hours, but we'll see anyway. So about 3.5 hours later, we have arrived in the next place. Not going to reveal where, although it does say behind me. That's going to be tomorrow's video. I'm going to continue with the Pamukkale stuff, but First I need to unpack. I've just come up about 10 flights of stairs as well, so slightly out of breath. Nearly sat on my back, that wouldn't have been good. So that train ride, I was actually really impressed. I didn't even realise there was a train, well, up until this morning anyway, going from Denizli, which is basically the city near Pamukkale, to here, which is, I might as well say, you're going to find out in the next video anyway, and you can probably tell by that poster. I'm in a place called Selçuk, but yet the train was 24.5 Turkish lira, which is literally like $2.5 US for around 3.5 hours on the train, which is incredible. Clean, fast, on time, can't really complain with that. And it's actually got me here before the bus would have even left where I was, so absolutely perfect. I've got a tiny bit of exploring the city. I probably wouldn't even call it exploring. I'm just going to go and get some coffee and food, and then tomorrow is the full day of exploring. So Pamukkale, as I was saying, would I recommend it to people who are coming to Turkey? Absolutely. Try and make time just to get there. It really was incredible. I didn't know if it would live up to the expectations that I had going into it, because I did have it kind of built up as this amazing place in my head, but it exceeded those expectations massively. Just a couple of reasons, as I was saying before, that coffee place, incredible family. They can't do enough for you. I left that old hotel in Pamukkale and there was literally like a row of water bottles. Every time you go, they will give you a massive water bottle for free. And then the place itself, yeah, the crowds do arrive around like 9-10. This is in the off season. I'm not too sure what time they would arrive at during the summer season because it opens even earlier. But if you can get there before that, it's 100% worth it. We literally had like an hour and a half, potentially even 2 hours yesterday of just exploring the place before the drones of tourists, the bus companies, the tour groups arrived. And yeah, it's made the trip so far, to be honest. The accommodation prices are reasonable. If you want to check out the sort of room tour I gave in the video when I got there, you can go and check out that video. It'll be linked now. I believe it was around, like, it should have been 12-13 US a night. They did overcharge me, which I have briefly mentioned, but I'll let that slide. But there's many other accommodation options around there, so you feel free to take your own pick. One of the things I actually loved about it the most was it's kind of like an escape from the busyness of the rest of the country so far. Not that that's a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. It's what you come to Turkey for. You like the lively environment, the liveliness of the country. But if you do just want to relax for a couple of days and see like this amazing wonder, then Pamukkale is definitely the place to go. Now, some people do say it's like overrated, overhyped, overpriced and all this. Firstly, the overpriced thing I think comes from because they have hiked the price up massively over the past couple of years. That's because the Turkish lira is having like problems with its stability, so everything's kind of going up in price, and it's still 110 Turkish lira to get in, so like 11 US. It's still really reasonably priced. And then the overhyped, overrated stuff is just because there's a lot of tourists there, and some of the terraces themselves are just dried out. There's no water in them. But they're the ones that like don't give you any view. They're kind of away from everything else, and the tourists, what you expect when you go to somewhere that nice, there's going to be tourists. It's not just going to be completely empty. And then the only other reason people might say they put off going is just getting there. It's relatively simple to get there. There's many bus operators. As I said today, there's trains that go there. It's definitely accessible. There was even a guy who I met, he took an overnight bus from like the other side of Turkey and it arrived at like 5 in the morning. And you can, I believe, fly there to the city nearby, Denizli. I believe they have an airport. If I'm wrong on that, I do apologise, but I do think that that's correct. So if that's your concern, have no concerns. It's very easy to get to. So just a very quick room tour for what, £10 a night gets you here, or 10 US, sorry, a night gets you here in Selçuk. Nice little picture of where we're going to be going. 1 bed, 2 bed, wardrobe. Actually, surprisingly balcony, which is quite nice. Very high up here though. TV. And then toilet, sink, shower. It's very basic, but it's everything you need in a hotel room. What else would you expect for this price? It's perfect for my 2-day stay or 2-night stay here in Selçuk.